This is the Rod Langway Fan Club Podcast International Trivia Contest. You guys ready to play a game here?
I mean, I like trivia. I like hockey, but international hockey, like how far back are we going here? Are we going like Canada Cup era, like 70s stuff? Or
We are not going to do the Paul Henderson Summit Series goal. Every question will be basically within our lifetimes.
Okay.
Well, for Geoff, that could be anything after what, like 1958?
Yes, thank you, Mark. No. This will be more recent, guys, I promise. Every question is one country, okay? That's probably the only hint I'm going to give you guys.
So the answer is a nation?
Well, it'll be a player from a nation, and no nation shall be repeated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
John, I see you've got some buzzers set up here.
Yeah, these are part of the plan here. So we'll buzz in when we know the answer. And I think you guys might be a little surprised by the sounds we get out of these suckers.
Okay, cool. You guys ready?
Yeah, watch out, John. I've got lightning quick reflexes.
Okay.
All right, let's do this, guys. Question number 1. Who captained Team Europe to a silver medal at the 2016 World Cup? John Snowden.
It's got to be Anze Kopitar.
You are correct.
Oh, man, I thought I got in there.
Yeah, that was the World Cup where they tried not only Team Europe, but they also had the North American Under-23 All-Stars.
Yeah, it was a little gimmicky, I thought. But Kopitar, what a player. The only player from Slovenia in the NHL.
That's right. And his dad coached their national team once upon a time, and his brother also played.
Yeah, for a guy who looks like he's never slept more than an hour at a time, he's one hell of a hockey player.
That's right, yeah. Great hockey family, for sure.
Yeah, I believe they call him Sleepy Anze Kopitar.
Yeah.
Or a certain president might. They also got really funky uniforms.
Yeah, I did like their
Slovenia,
unis, yeah.
You know, with the fluorescent colors. A bit more of a basketball country, former Yugoslav Republic. Question number 2. Which former Bruin and Shark coached his country to a silver medal at the 2018 Olympics in South Korea? John Snowden.
Is it Marco Sturm?
You are correct.
Yeah, the Joyman.
That's right.
Yeah.
Marco Sturm, who was, he's the all-time leading scorer for Germany at the NHL, but I think that'll probably be broken soon.
Yes, I would think that Leon Draisaitl will take that record over in the next year or two, I would imagine, right?
I think it's inevitable now.
Yeah, no question.
Unless he gets injured. I think there might be an issue with the buzzer, though.
Yes, there could be. Sorry, Mark.
I really thought my hand was in there. That's
Okay,
why.
well, we'll double check it there.
Yeah.
But Germany's made a lot of strides over the years. I mean, they started off with Uwe Krupp back in the day, and they recruited Olaf Kolzig to play in net, but they've also got some really nice young up-and-comers.
Yeah, well, the first guy who comes to mind is Detroit Red Wing first rounder from last year, Moritz Seider. Big, rangy defenseman. He looks like he's going to be an absolute stud for them. And this year, they've got another guy who could go top 5. Tim Stützle is a really good forward, and looks like he could go as high as 3rd overall.
Yeah, so, things are looking up for Germany, especially being the Olympic defending silver medalists.
Yeah, I still kind of feel a little sour about 2018 because, of course, that was the Olympics. We didn't get the pros.
Yeah.
But good on Germany. And I also have to give a little shout out to former 2-time Stanley Cup winner Jim Peck, who coached the South Korean side. Question number 3. Which Nashville Predators defenseman won silver medals at the World Hockey Championships in 2013 and 2018? John Snowden.
Well, it's got to be Roman Josi.
Yes, well done, John.
Seriously, this buzzer thing, can we just switch buzzers at this point? This is getting
Sure, we'll
silly.
switch. Well, let's switch here.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
It's
something.
this is not... I was in there, man, I swear to God.
Yeah.
How about Roman Josi? He's had a great career. And Switzerland, talking about improving hockey countries, Switzerland's improved a lot.
Yeah, they're on the rise. I always think about the era of the Montreal Canadiens mining for Swiss defensemen. So we had Mark Streit, who had that breakout season playing alongside Andrei Markov. Then the next year we had Rafael Diaz, or actually I think it was Yannick Weber before Diaz. But every
That's
year
right.
it seemed like we had a new Swiss defenseman. And unfortunately they got progressively crappier as the years went along. But it shows you they're starting to produce NHL caliber talent.
Yeah, and they've always kind of punched above their weight. They played well in international play, of course, coached by Canadian Ralph Kruger. But they were always a team that to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's right. And they do have a pretty good hockey, history. They are the hosts every year of the Spengler Cup, which is hosted by HC Davos. And having Nico Hischier, what a great
First
player.
overall pick, yeah.
That's right. They also have Timo Meyer as well and Nino Niederreiter.
For sure, yeah. Lots of good players coming up.
And they've had some absolutely fantastic goaltending performances as well over the years.
Okay.
Question number 4. Which Soviet Union player from the 1987 World Junior Hockey Championships went on to score 76 goals for the Buffalo Sabres? Wow, John again.
Well, I mean, there's only one guy it could be. It's Alexander McGillney.
You are correct again.
This is absurd.
Now, 1987, this was the tournament that they had the famous brawl between Canada and Russia. And they both got kicked out.
Yeah.
That's right.
The lights out brawl. Yeah.
They had to turn the lights out.
Yeah, lights out for me in this game. 4-0.
Yeah, it's been a tough go. It's not the buzzer.
That's over, man.
Not
It's
the buzzer.
done, whatever. Just get it over with.
Well,
it's finished.
But, I mean, a lot to say about McGillney. He was a famous defector, and his story is quite remarkable.
That's right. It really is amazing when you think about Alexander McGillney. He was one of the very first players to defect.
Yeah, and, it was very much a Cold War-era story, and it really brings into sharp contrast the era we're living in to the era that we grew up in.
But actually, the thing that really came to mind as soon as you said 87 was the Canada Cup Gretzky to Lemieux goal, and my brain just kind of froze for a second, and John got in there, so I'm in trouble.
All right, boys. Question number 5. In 1998, Nagano, Japan, they finally let the NHLers back in. Czech Republic captured the gold medal. But what I want to know is which player scored the only shootout goal for the Czechs in their semifinal win over Canada? John Snowden.
Yeah, I think I got this. It's got to be Milan Hajduk.
Ooh, Hajduk. That's a good guess, John, but I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah?
It's even more obvious than that. It's got to be Jágr. Jaromír Jágr. Final answer.
Ooh, I know that's you probably think, but actually no. It was Robert Reichel.
Oh, Robert Reichel.
Reichel.
That's right.
Calgary Flames. Yeah.
That's right. Scored 2 40-goal
man, he was
seasons.
a good player.
Yeah. He got the goal, eh?
And
he was the only
Well, we always
one.
remember who didn't get the goal, and that was Wayne
the Wayner
Gretzky.
never got a chance.
Didn't even get the chance.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
That's
scar
one of the
for all
dark
of us.
periods in Canadian hockey history for sure.
Yeah. Dominic Hasek, absolutely dominant performance in those Olympics.
Yeah, I hated that man for many years, but you got to respect the career that he had.
Yes, what a player.
All right, boys. Question number 6. In 1993, Czechoslovakia split. Now, while the Czechs have probably enjoyed greater success, Slovakia hasn't been a slouch either. I want to know which former Blues player led the 2010 Olympics in scoring. John Snowden.
It's got to be Pavel Dimitra.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Mark, a little slowing on the buzzer, yeah?
Is it the wrist?
This is I'm done. I'm out.
What?
I'm out.
What do you mean?
I'm calling it. I forfeit.
Well, you still got a chance.
That's
You
it.
got a chance, man.
The
It's not
buzzer
over.
thing at the beginning, and I just haven't recovered from it. I'm out.
Mark, don't go.
Where are you going?
Mark,
It's fine. Go on without me.
you
Just
can't
go
quit.
to the green room for a sec, okay? Hey, why don't we take a little break?
Okay, let's take a break. International hockey trivia game. Mark, are you okay there?
No, you know what? I just needed a little bit of time to gather my thoughts. I had a nice drink downstairs, and then I heard the Corey Hart, and I was inspired to return. I will never surrender again.
Yeah,
All
don't
right.
give up.
No, it's not over. I still have a chance.
Absolutely.
I'm still in there.
Yeah.
I just need to get an answer here, and I can get back rolling.
I tilted your buzzer a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe
thank you for that. I think
yeah.
it's a lot more. I just feel like I'm ready to roll now.
Yeah, great. Okay, so what's next there, Commish?
Okay, boys. Question number 7. Which former Anaheim Mighty Duck defenseman helped his country to a huge upset versus Sweden in the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, Utah?
Yeah, I got it. I remember that. That's the year that Salo blew that long shot.
That's right, the infamous Tommy Salo goal.
Yeah, but the guy on that team, if it's a duck, it had to be Ruslan Saleh.
Yes! Nice,
Oh,
man.
right.
Back!
Yeah, he's back.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Belarus.
Yeah. Interesting response from the Belarusian president there about the coronavirus. His suggestion was that people should just drink more vodka, but he had a little caveat in there, not at work.
Well, that's fair.
Sensible.
Yes, yes. The president of Belarus is quite the character.
Yeah.
There was a former Montreal Canadian, I believe.
Well, no, two of them. The Belarusian brothers, the Kostitsyn brothers. I think, unfortunately, they drank a little bit too much vodka at work, and their careers didn't really pan out. But I remember I was really pumped up for those guys when they joined Montreal. First, Andre was drafted really high, 10th overall, and his brother Sergei came along, and he looked like he was going to be a player, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, they were not bad for a couple of years.
No, they were okay, but they never became the stars that I thought they could have.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, now in 2002, of course, that's when Canada finally reclaimed global hockey supremacy with their gold medal after a long, long drought at the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, Cujo got off to a rocky start there in net, but Martin Brodeur took over, and I think that's really when he cemented his status as a legendary hockey goaltender for Canada.
Yeah, if he hadn't already,
He went from all-star to surefire Hall of Famer, I think.